I'm here with JC Parets talking about the process of a successful trader. I'm always interested in this question, JC. What kind of a process do you go through on a daily basis to plan, set up, take, or manage positions?
Sure. So as a technician, we have the luxury of being able to apply all of our tools on not just in the stock market, but on all asset classes, the bond market, the currency market, the commodities market, and not just on a daily time frame or on a weekly time frame, but we can apply all of our tools across the board from, monthly charts all the way down to intraday trading, and we can really apply those tools. So I think that's a huge advantage. We're not just looking at price, but we're also looking at momentum, seasonality, we're looking at market sentiment, and it's really bringing it all together that I think is really our bread and butter.
So describe to me the process that you go through. You get into the office in the morning, you grab the cup of coffee, you say hello to everybody. What's the first thing you do when you sit down to start all this?
I'll get in social media, I'll look at Twitter, and I've curated my stream on StockTwits and Twitter, and I trust the people that I follow. And if there's anything that I need to know that's relevant to today's market, I'll know that they'll be talking about it, whether writing about it or commenting sarcastically, depending on what follower specifically we're talking about. So that gives me a good idea of what happened overnight very, very quickly. And now I'm looking at all the futures charts from overnight. I'm looking at all of the commodities that have been trading, gold and silver, the agricultural commodities as well. What happened in the Asian markets at that point, what happened in the European markets as well, how are U.S. futures looking based upon all of that now known information, how's the bond market acting, what are rates doing in the morning. So I try to get a good idea of all the global stocks, all the commodities, and everything that's happening around the world, currencies as well, before I even look at my first chart.
With a process that focuses so much on what happened overnight, and I love the thing about the social media, that's great. Do you also make longer-term forecasts, or is most of it something that's sort of a forecast within a day to a week?
Sure, that's a great question, and I think that that's really what what I was saying earlier about looking at multiple time frames. You asked me what we're doing in the morning. That's within the context of a much broader sort of understanding as to what's happening in the market. So yeah, I'm looking at longer-term charts and really break it down to what I'm doing on an intraday basis, depending on, looking for exits or looking for entries in something specifically within a day or within a week.
That's a fascinating perspective on process from a well-known technician. Thanks, JC.
Thank you.
You're watching the Money Show Video Network.